What's going on, guys and gals? Okay, so we're back today. Today we're going to talk about something that everybody agrees is important, but hopefully I'm focused. Just walked outside. Something that everybody agrees is important, but not everyone does to their own car. We're going to talk about some safety stuff that's on my car. I watched recently the Tim McAmis's video talking about specifically like fire suppression stuff, which is kind of got me rethinking some of my my ideas and thoughts as far as safety equipment goes. So I mean, I have, like, you know, standard everything, my helmet and fire suit, gloves, shoes, everything like that, neck, you know, neck brace and all that kind of stuff. But what we'll talk about today, I think, is some of the like safety equipment that's on the car, as far as like the parachute release and the kill switch and the fire suppression system and the roll cage and just some of the stuff like that. So we'll get into it. Dude, we're both men of checklists, right?
Correct.
Yes, checklist central is how we operate in our day-to-day jobs. That you can't even like do something simple like drain water out of a tank without following a checklist, or, you know, you can't change a fuse without following a checklist. So we're very checklist oriented. Luckily, the guys over at Motion Raceworks, if you guys haven't already seen this, they have this magnetic safety checklist, and I use this for when I'm going to the track, and I like knock out, double check everything that's on this list. It's got everything like, you know, fire suppression system, parachute stuff, the kill switches, make sure all the catch cans are drained and everything like that before you go to the track. So we'll kind of cover a couple of things that we have on the car that correspond with that checklist. We can kind of start with, since we're right up here, catch cans and like fire suppression type stuff. So for like safety wise, making sure that these catch cans right here are drained out. That's, you know, that's pretty important, because there's ethanol vapors and stuff like oil that's inside this catch can that, and you know, could drip down right here. You can see that there's the exhaust is literally right underneath the drain. So like to make sure that that's empty. You can also see right here, and technically if you go by the rules, these fittings right here, this is for the fire suppression system. These fittings are supposed to be upside down. That way, if you look right here, there's the holes that are on the front of that. That way you can't get like debris inside there and that falls down inside the tubes. But just for right now, we're running them face up, which some people do, some people don't, but it's recommended you put them actually face down so stuff can't fall in them. But so I have this fire suppression system is one of the safety features that I have on my car, just because I was there the day, I don't know if you guys saw Kyle Loftus's C5, the Unicorn Corvette. I was there that day that caught on fire, and that was pretty scary to see, and I couldn't imagine that happening to my car. So there's the one nozzle here, points on the hot parts, you know, like the fuel injectors and the fuel lines, as well as the exhaust. I want to eventually add one. They say that they want you to put one up here in the front. That way, as you're going down track, the fire suppression, the actual chemicals can, with the wind, it'll blow it towards the engine. But the other nozzles here on this side, right here, you can see that one. So this is a lot better position, also, as far as the steering wheel being right nice and close up towards me. That way that I can, you know, I have full control while my elbows are still tucked inside of the roll cage. You know, right here, this is a nice comfortable driving position where going down track I can't make big giant corrections, which, you know, I've been going down track before. You know, the car gets a little bit squirrely or breaks the tires loose. The last thing you want to do is make a huge steering correction while the tires are spinning and you're going down track. Really, it's in my experiences, it's been mostly, you know, some small corrections left or right. I shouldn't, you know, I don't really want to be able to jerk the wheel left and right really hard. That's my personal preference. That's how I feel is the best way to drive. I'm not sure what everybody else's thoughts are. If you do disagree with that, let me know your reasoning and put something down. Throw something down in the comments. Like, if you disagree with that logic, then definitely tell me, and then, you know, maybe I'll rethink my driving style. But so we were talking about line lock. So I have this This is my line lock solenoid, and really I'm only using this when I'm doing the burnouts. I don't use it to stage. A lot of people will. So all of my switches are over here. This aux one here controls the shift light, as well as the transcooler fan. This boost controller does both of these two guys right here. This is not used right now. Maybe one day they'll be used for something less streety. And then I have the line lock, and then this is the two-step in the trans breaker right here. So I have these out of the way so that while I'm on the street, I can't accidentally, you know, if I lay my hand down, I can't accidentally hit them and turn them on, because I don't want to be hitting either one of these buttons while I'm on the street. So the line lock one is pretty simple. We go flat to the floor on the brake and hold the line lock solenoid button, then I can come up. So the rear brakes are disengaged right now, and the front brakes have the pressure held on it because I've got my thumb right here. So I do the burnout, and then when I'm ready to roll out of the burnout, all I do is let go and it releases the front brake pressure, and then I rolls out of the burnout. Some other, you know, safety wise, I'm making sure like this stuff these wires aren't bound up or twisted up, and there's no exposed wiring, and everything is all nice and clean. And I'm not going to worry about shocking or shorting or this not working, because what would really suck too is me expecting the line lock to work and going to the floor on the throttle and the line lock's not engaged, and I go flying, you know, going down track without expecting to have been doing that. Other safety stuff. So Tim's video, Tim McAmis's video, the one that I just watched last night, he was talking about this fire suppression system and how preferably this isn't where it should go, just because if you're upside down or you can't see, the last thing you want to be doing is trying to find this, and then you're pulling it, you know, this direction, which is kind of like a weird movement to be doing. So I'm kind of rethinking where I want to do this. Since this handle is a pull handle, it should be something that I'm, you know, pulling on like this. You know what I'm saying, dude? Do you agree?
Yeah.
That's kind of that was kind of an interesting thought to have, is like, yeah, he's right. I'm gonna have a fire suit on, so I'm not gonna be able to bend my elbow this well. You know, I'm not gonna be able to grab this and pull it as well as I'd like to. So I think today we talked about this, and I'm gonna challenge you guys to do the same thing. At the end of this video, I'm going to put all my gear on, you know, neck brace, helmet, everything, and blindfold myself underneath the helmet and close the door just like I was about to go down track in this, and I'm gonna try to get out and, you know, activate my fire suppression system, shut the car off, activate the fire suppression system, remove the steering wheel, get out of the car, just to see, give myself an idea of whether or not anything in here is set up well enough for me.
It's fucking cold.
Bro, it is cold out today. It's pretty cold. Oh, dude, someone's getting it. It's way too cold for a motorcycle today. But, so we also have this CO2 activated, the Motion Raceworks CO2 activated parachute release, and I like this because I don't have to, obviously I can reach up and hit the parachute release, but I would really like to not have to take my hand off the steering wheel down track. So this button right here is the parachute release, and we should actually, I could crack this on and show you guys. So it goes off of the CO2 pressure from the boost control, but so just put a little bit of air in there, and then it's always active. If the trans brake and the two-step is turned on, so is the parachute release. That way, also, if I am on the street and I accidentally hit the button, this switch is turned off so that the parachute release is not going to activate. But so all I do is put my thumb on this button here while I'm going down track. Dude, watch your head, Dom. This always scares him. Bro, watch his face. Watch. But that's awesome. You just hit this button right here and it releases the parachute, which is, you know, it's really nice to not have to worry about taking your hand off of the steering wheel when you're going down track. Also, fire suppression wise, I have a nozzle down here by my feet. It sprays my feet and my legs and at the firewall and the pedals that way. If smoke, or, you know, if fire does get inside the cabin, I've got this fire suppression system to give me a little extra time to get out of the car. Fire bottle is right here. I run the 2 different safeties on it. I have the 1 safety pin on top of the bottle, and then I run this one here. So for the most part, if I'm street driving it, I have the pins in it just because I'm not, you know, doing anything too crazy. But if I go to as soon as we get to the track, this pin comes out of the bottle, and then this one stays in until it's time to, you know, to race. Once we get in the staging lane, this pin comes out, and then after the run, the pin goes back in, and that's just so that while I'm in here climbing around in the car, I don't accidentally hit that. So the only time that pin is out is when I'm about to do a pass down the track. So also Kirky seats and the 5-point harnesses, but I don't know really inside the car there's not too much else. Oh, the roll cage. Jason Brazzel at BPF down in North Carolina, he did the roll cage, and then also laser cut out all these nice, you know, the tabs for everything, and did this fire suppression bottle, which was really nice of him to go, and he didn't have to do all that stuff, but he did it anyways, which is, you know, awesome. So we can get out and talk about the kill switch in the trunk, which is a new kind of kill. This is a solid state relay that I use for the battery power. So the alternator, the car still has an alternator, but the alternator runs from the front of the car all the way to the back, and it's hooked directly to the battery. This is for the alternator right here. So that way the kill switch still works, because you have to hook the alternator directly to the battery, not to the terminal over here, because the car can still continue to run even after you disconnect the battery if it's already running. But basically the way that this works is it's constant power applied. So I can start it real quick. So constant power applied. So the constant power being applied to the relay keeps it engaged, which allows the car to continue to run. But as soon as the switch is hit, it pulls the power from the relay, and it kills it, you know, it cuts the battery off from the rest of the car. So it's not a mechanical movement, it's electronic. But so it is, that's it. And then to reset it, it's a twist and it pops back out, and now the fuel pumps are back on. You can hear them, or I can hear them. I don't doubt you guys can, but that's it. All right, Coach. What?
That wasn't slow.
Okay, well, we just did the film review, and I personally think that I should shave another like 1 or 2 seconds off of that. But that's what, you know, these driveway practice runs are all about, is making sure that you know where where the stuff in your car is and what it takes to get out of your car efficiently and in a fast manner. So I'm gonna keep practicing it while you guys are at home not doing anything, or you know, stuck at home, not being able to work. Get your car out, put on your safety gear, and try to see how fast you can get out of your car. And you know, you might learn some stuff. I learned that I need to really focus on getting my head down and over towards the center console faster, because that'll let me kick my feet and my butt out quicker. Just because I'm a big guy, and you know, I don't know how it looks. I'm 6'2" and 230 pounds, so it's a small space for me to be trying to get out of. But you know, so I have a way that I have to get out of it, which is to go head over the top of the center console and go feet and butt out first. That's the easiest way for me to get out of that car in a hurry. But I implore you guys to get your car out, put it in the driveway or in the garage or whatever, and practice. Dude, maybe in another video we'll put Dom in there and make him try, or maybe Mary Kate.
I'll be too slow.
Dude, we'll put Mary Kate in my wife in the car, and we'll see if she can do it. But dude, should we go do a burnout in the car or something fun?
Absolutely.
Dude, what?
Absolutely.
Can you say that one more time for the camera?
Absolutely.
Okay, yeah, let's take the car and go do a burnout or something. On a closed road. We're gonna go light some tires up. We talked a little bit about the line lock and the bump box and everything like that, and maybe we'll just do a dry run real quick. See how the car does. But see you guys here in a minute. By popular request, we are going to do a burnout and then bump in and then leave off the trans brake. Just to kind of see. I don't really have too much boost put in it, just because we're on an asphalt cul-de-sac. This is a closed road, by the way. This is 100% a closed road. It doesn't go anywhere. It doesn't go to and from anything. It's 100%, it's just a closed road. Oops. But we'll do a burnout and then we'll just bump in and then we'll leave off the trans brake and then we'll go home.
Let's get to it.
Make sure you put your head back, bro. Oh, what's the trans brake set to? 4,000. All right, well, load, enter. Dude, we'll only do like 7 pounds, okay?
All right.
Or 7 pounds on the gate, so like, just like cool 600, 700 horsepower. Okay, look at Dom's smile now. Bro, that bump was vicious, wasn't it?
Yes.
Alright, thanks for watching. Like always, comment, like, subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Dude, say goodbye, bro. Tell them.
See ya.
Tell them, comment, like, subscribe.
Comment, like, subscribe.
We don't have a merch link in the description below, so don't try to go looking for a merch link.